Why am I angry? I'm angry at a system that is false, that is fake reality. I'm angry because I'm unwell, and to learn that I should be in a life of being free from illness, and that my human body is the master healer. But being shut down too much with society beliefs, programming, false psychology, and not having a healthcare system that's fit for purpose, that's just there to murder us, soul killing, programmed to not even exist. And this is in the UK. People think it's great because it's free, but actually it leaves you in your low vibration and keeps feeding your low vibration instead of coexisting in your higher vibration of your true self, of your true nature, of your highest self, of your highest love and your highest happiness. And today, I release my anger from a fake reality, a fake society, a fake belief system. Because I'm allowed to be well. I'm allowed to be fit for purpose. I'm allowed to live a life that's greater than this one. Even though this one is great, I'm still half in my lower and half in my higher. But it's not about being half. It's about being whole. But it's hard with fake distractions of fake reality. Just living in fake distractions that's been made up by a society that's in its lowest state, lowest self, and not fit for purpose. So it's about looking past the lower self, saying goodbye to the lower self. Which is what I did at the beach on my birthday, or my birth date the other day. Your higher self is the self that's love, the self that's compassion, actually, because we use love as a low vibration in the Western culture, well, in most places around the world. But then there's some places around the world that sees themselves as higher, like Africa. They may live in a state of living where we think is poor, but actually it's their richness of life, because the true key of why they look so good and why they look fit, because I do follow some people on Facebook that we think they live poor when actually they live in self of higher and self-love and look after their bodies well and just live in a state of embodiment, not even mind, but just pure embodiment with no program. But then that's actually a program in itself, because if they came over here which I know someone has because I got to meet them and date them for a bit. He realizes over here, especially with food, that it wrecks his body. Even the water here wrecks his body. And then when he goes back home, he's fit and well and loving himself again in a higher state of living. So really, when you're breaking a belief system that's not true to you, that others has put upon you, and you've put upon yourself because by what others have said to you or done to you, words can sometimes be an imprint if you're not careful. But there is a way of getting rid of them through energy frequency. And when you come to realize that stuff is fake and all this time, you have just been a program and not something real and not something true, it's upsetting. It causes anger. And it's anger that we suppress, not depression. Depression is on the surface and it's always shown. We show our depression. The reason why we are depressed though is because we're so angry on the inside, because we're living in a state of not being and just coexisting and not in co-being. And this is why people are sad. This is why people are upset, because they do not know their own truth. They do not know themselves. Even in a spiritual community, when it first starts up, do they carry on the process of looking after their body? Majority of them, no, they fucking don't. And that pisses me off to the point where I've become stuck in a loop. And I'm trying to get out of this loop and backing away from that kind of society as well. The Western culture of spirituality society is fake and false. There's only half true in it. It's not a whole truth. And people are still not loving themselves in it. Some people are not even moving forward with it. Just stay stuck because they got a gift of mediumship or some sort of spirituality, but are they really truly in their faith? Because it takes some time to get the word faith. It's the true word of spirituality. I'm making this video today because it helps me to release. And it also helps others for me to talk about stuff when I'm going through it, because then they get to see, oh, she's right. She's my clarity in what it is that I'm doing wrong in my life. It isn't always about healing others or going on a journey to be a healer to heal others. That was my past life. But it doesn't have to mean that it needs to be this life, because I can go and co-create something special if I want to. But then where does my life come into it? Where does my healed self go? Because it's so stressful. It is so stressful healing others. No, mind yourself. It is. And it's like, when do you stop? And it's nothing about being harsh or mad, because if people actually give a shit about themselves, they take a step forward and they would go and heal themselves as well. Because if we lived on the planet truthfully without being the lower self or in this lower earth, because this earth is a higher earth, there's nothing low. We've made it low. We've made this earth low. Because this earth is actually high vibrational. And I know this because I've seen it, I've experienced it, I feel it, I have connection to this place. And you might think I'm crying sad tears right now, but actually it's compassionate love. Because the tree in my garden is looking at me as I'm speaking through this. So it makes me cry. Because compassionate love, real compassionate love, makes you do that. Because you get to feel it. And that's the true higher vibration. Because we can't get used to it. Because we're not used to it. We've been taught so wrong about unconditional and compassionate love, because I don't say unconditional. I don't even like saying the word unconditional, because you put in "un" in front of it. So compassion is the key. Breaking away from false love and coming into compassion is true love. And like happiness and the frequency of happiness is higher than compassionate love. They're both like a mixture together, and I love using that as my healing modality on others as well as myself, because it puts me in my higher vibration. It puts me in higher vibration of this planet, and I get to be one with nature, one with earth, one with trees, one with the sea, one with the seagulls. And yeah, and it's nice. I'm glad that in this lifetime I got to relive it. I got to relive the truth of earth again, because I know that this earth has always been its highest self, but unfortunately other creatures have wrecked the vibration. And that's why this time some people like me have come on this planet to change it back to the way it was before destruction, before chaos, because it never once was that. There is a film that is called Celestial. I'm trying to think what it's called. I'm sure it's Celestial something, and it's on YouTube. And in that film, it actually teaches you about energy, real energy exchange, and how it's supposed to go about with people that are healed. There's nothing wrong with them. That we sit in each other and we do an energy exchange of positivity only, and not negative and not low, but high vibration of just sitting. And I cannot wait to feel that with someone, because that is what I'm heading for. That's what I'm wanting. Just something pure that's on my wavelength that I can talk to about this stuff. They don't look at me gone out because they think I'm a little rubbish, and actually I'm not. I'm actually telling you the truth. And it's not about truth, my truth. It's actually authentic truth. And people are using the word authenticity wrong now as well. They do not really get what authentic means. Authentic is actually living a sober, clean, natural way of living life and being your natural beauty without any aesthetics and fakeness going in your face. its chemical free way of living is authenticness. And people are starting to piss me off with that as well, because they haven't really looked it up what it actually means. It's the level up of natural beauty, basically, which I've always stayed in, which I've always been in with myself and my business, and I love that. But now it's time to be real with myself, be real with others, and live my authentic life, which I've wanted to do since 2020. And I started doing it in 2020, and I kind of come out of it, don't even know why. Maybe it's because I've got used to living in this fake society that's not even true, because I've been programmed to. But now I am releasing it, and it's time for me to let it go. That's nice, because I've just spat at the tree. Obviously, first of all, energy spit at a tree, and then a white butterfly just came by after. Like, thanks, transformation. People knew what trees were, really. They don't even like being called trees, to be fair. That's just a hidden name for what they're really called and what they really are. But anyway, and we demolished them, sad and pathetic, without even asking them first as well, because it's their planet, not ours. We don't own them, and they don't own us, really. They provide for us, and we can provide for them. If people knew the real energy and how to talk to a tree, you'd learn a lot from them. That sometimes they don't even want to be cut. It's not their time to go yet. So you murder trees by making the wrong decision. And it's bad. It's not good how we've changed so much just because someone said and made a tree into paper and plastic, and how we run for it without thinking sometimes as well, even a spiritual community. And I think that's why I changed my business name to Embrace Your Inner Wellness. And then in brackets, no one's noticed at the top of my business page on Facebook that I've put with nature. Because that's where I'm heading. And your business name is an energy as well. So if you've got a crap name for your business is going to stay crap. If you've got a good name for your business and it's run with energy, pure energy, good energy, then one day your business will thrive. But right now, it's not to do with my business. Right now, it's just to do with me and what it is that I can show, what you could be, what you could do, and maybe show you who you want. And maybe you can live in a life of joy and fun and exciting times, because that's the highest self, the happy self. You go through this spectrum of dark and light, but there's no darkness about it. It's just a belief system that someone's made up to keep us that way. If you want the light, then the only thing that's light really in this energy is joy, compassion, happiness, and freedom. That's it. That's all you're going to get. So yes, today for me is releasing more anger issues. So my anger is in my back, middle of my back. Oh, I wonder if that's why I'm having problems with that bit of my back. Okay. On my shoulder. So yeah. And the only way I can release it really is through my drum, which I'll be doing self-healing with my drum later. My day 14. It has been quite a journey actually with my drum. I wish I could do it consistency, which I think in a way I will learn to do eventually, because I need to get out of my own distractions, of my own lower vibration, of the fake reality that's been given to me, and make my own reality, make my own new reality. Because 41 for me, because I'm 41 now, it's all about newness, but actually it's all about me being my higher self. Being in a higher self. But no, it is actually all about me getting rid of my lower self, actually just being and creating better things for me, making better decisions with my lifestyle, better decisions with what it is that I need to earn to help with my health and well-being. Because that's all that piece of paper and that tree is meant for and needed for. Not really objects, not material, but your inner wellness. Because you're going to find that one day that your hospital and your doctors ain't going to do jack shit for you either. Like they haven't really done for me. They've tried, but it's not been. They don't know how to support me. They taught wrong on so many things. And the UK isn't the best healthcare system in the world. You might want to find Bulgaria, Portugal, Poland, Germany, maybe even France, and Wales. Apparently Wales is where my body wants to go to next. Wales. So there's something in Wales for me, a hospital. Maybe I might move to Wales. I don't know. Just getting told Wales is better. Well, the Wales system written on black and white online is better than England. So you might want to try NHS of Wales and come into this country, because they wait till you're nearly dead, acute. They don't do anything with prevention until your blood stays shit, when you could have cancer roaming all around your body, like my auntie. And her bloods kept saying she was fine. So that's a load of jack shit test to me, really. And it isn't true anyway, because they run our test on acute and not prevention. They wait till you're nearly dying. Basically, that's murder. And I have actually done a survey on the NHS now. I don't know, I think I was guided to, I manifested it in, I think, for me to complain another way about the NHS. And it's a third party of a natural, a surveyor of coming out and actually saying what's wrong with the NHS because of money. And I'm like, nothing wrong with the money side of it. It's your fucking staff. It's your fucking, the way the government set out the testing. It's wrong. It doesn't do anything for my body. It's not fit for purpose. Basically wants shutting down and restarting again, putting herbs into it, and just total bollocks. It's total bollocks. And people make the wrong decisions because it's all to do with people. And you've got to take your own responsibility of your own health and your own body, because they're not going to help you. They're going to teach you how to take a tablet. that's going to carry on making you sick, more sick. That's why I don't take any pharmaceuticals, probably why I'm still alive. Even though I've lost loads of weight, it would be why I'm still here, because I've worked on my energy body so much that it's given me extra life of living. Me doing my involvement work has made me stay here, whether I was supposed to stay or not, but I had to kick myself up the arse and say, no, I'm letting go of all this crap. Before I pass over, I ain't taking none of this lower self with me, because I want to be in my higher self when I pass over. Why would I want to stay in my lower self to come all the way back to earth again, just to fucking redo it all over again? No thanks, Jack. I'm off. I'm off to the next. And I already know where I'm going. But there's a part of me that doesn't want to go yet. And that part of me is my higher self. Because my higher self knows that there's a higher purpose here. And it isn't really to do much with other people. It's to do with myself and this planet. That there is a higher frequency here. And it's about being it, being in it, finding it, doing it, and showing people that you don't need to be miserable or keep yourself in a low depression. It is about moving forward from it and saying, fuck you, I'm not staying in this lane just because a doctor wants me to, just because a police officer wants me to, just because a government that's made up, that's just fucking jack shit trauma programmed of narcissism and pedos, wanting to make me stay fucking miserable. And it's Freemasonry as well. So Freemasons want me to stay fucking miserable because they're living in their higher lane. They're living in their higher plane. They're fucking rich. They fucking got that fucking wealth bar. Are they fucking happy now? I could guarantee that they probably, some of them are, some of them aren't. And some of them are fucking bastards, narcissistic pricks that just go around this earth plane destroying people and their businesses, and they think that's okay. A lot of them wants their dicks chopping off and put in a spiritual prison, but also imprisonment, and to stop causing destruction on people like me and people like you that's actually genuine, caring, that has the best intentions of yourself, others, and this planet, but they want you to stay in a lower self so you don't rise up to who you is that you truly are. Well, tell them to bollocks and tell them to fuck off, because you are a beautiful person with wisdom and knowledge. And once you start getting rid of your anger, look at anger first. It's not always depression, it's anger that's keeping you sad. You're angry for the people that treat you like shit, and you're probably angry from the government for treating us like shit. So tell them to bollocks. Why should you stay miserable for them? They're dickheads. They don't give a shit about you. They don't even give a shit about me. They don't know me. Well, they might know me, but they don't know me. They don't know who I am. They don't see my face every single day. They see me as a number because my name is written on a piece of paper and it isn't my true name anyway. So it's like, that's it. That's all I am to them, an entity. And I'm not an entity. I'm actually a natural earth being, and you're a natural earth being too, wanting to live. And your body is fighting you every single day because it's your body that's telling you to wake up. It's your body that's telling you to get off this lower frequency. And your body is fighting with you, telling you information of, my body's hurting me today. Look at why your body's hurting you. What the fuck are you eating? What the fuck are you drinking? What pills are you taking? What lifestyle are you living in? Is your home moldy? Is that is the stuff that you should be looking at, and then getting rid of that stuff to make yourself well. It's hard. I can guarantee it's hard. It's hard because it's been hard for me. My worst one, alcohol was so easy to get rid of for me. Food, though, is a dinosaur because I'm trying to get rid of mold. And mold in my body is trying to stay me on dairy, which I am very severe intolerant to, like really severe. But there's just, and that is a false way of living, is what we've given about food. No, it isn't about being vegan, because mammals are there for us as a food supply. Some of us are fruitarians, some of us are plantarians, some of us are meat eaters, unfortunately, because it's the way you've come down with your body. It's what your body needs, nutrition. And the only way to get good meat is from grass-fed organic. And it is actually a higher frequency in meat. I will tell you that now, because there's a low frequency in meat and there's a high frequency in meat, and I eat the high one. And I can tell as soon as I eat it, because it's absolutely delicious. It's full of compassion, it's full of vitamin D, because it has the sun frequency in it. Anything that's been out in the sun, eat. Anything that's been lower in ground, like carrots, potatoes, they're in a lower state of vibration because they're underground, and a lot of our minerals from soil has been taken away from us as well. So you're still not getting the right food in. But if you know someone that knows how to redo the, like my farm that I go to, Trinity Farm, Nottingham, the original Trinity Farm is what you need to look up on Facebook. They actually know how to put the soil back to its original state, which I think I already have anyway, because my garden is so old, and it grows well with herbs, plants, and fruit and veg. My pumpkins grow like 1-0, and I don't put any chemicals in them. It doesn't need any chemicals. It's just let it grow freely. And I just think, right. So, releasing anger today. And I think this video has helped me so much, and this is why I kind of make these videos sometimes, is because someone else might watch it and get clarity and think it is about living in a higher self, source, not really source of, but living has a higher purpose of yourself, and being true to yourself, being authentic with yourself, being in love with yourself, being in compassion with yourself is a better form, because I don't really like the word love, because we use it too much as the wrong way, and that is a fake reality as well. When you get into that notion of fake reality or fake love, it's an hard one to digest, because you still want to meet someone, you still want someone there when you get into your high self, but it is about waiting to that high purpose of that energy coming back to you, love attraction, all that rush. But I don't know, maybe it is just my whole self that I want. Maybe me being with myself, with someone else, is hard work, especially where I am in my life now, because they don't understand me. They don't get me whatsoever. And I know it's because I'm living in a low vibration country, living in a low vibration town, because they've made it low on purpose. And probably because I'm here. And I have changed the energy though a little bit around here, so it has got better, to be honest. And yeah, just make life better. So that is me, and I am now going to get my breakfast because I have things to do today. And I hope that you got to understand what it is that I'm saying. Well, I don't hope, I know you're going to understand, and hope is a low vibrational word as well. We need to replace it with faith. So I have faith that you understand this message, what I am recording today, and that it helps you to understand, stop lowering yourself for others and keep yourself in your own high, in your own highness. What is it that you want to do that makes you happy, that makes you in a high vibing way of living with self, your own natural vibing flow, just to be happy and compassionate with yourself, that's when you start getting happy with others, and that's when you can be more compassionate with yourself. But then you might find that you have a bit of, and it's not selfish, it's love for yourself, of saying no to people because you're just like, nah, that's just going to cause me a lot of stress. No, thank you. I'm not getting involved with that. I even said something to my parents the other day that I've been wanting to say since I was a child. And they just looked at me and got out because they didn't get it. And I'm just like, I think my dad got it. Dad was like, whoa, where's that come from? Because I never say anything to them. And I'm like, now it's time. I'm 41. It's time to do me, and stop being in control of others and refresh my mojo, because I've done too much and I'm tired, and it's time to just do me for a bit. So please follow and carry on following my journey on the way you could be living, or just being your own happy self, because we all have our own vibration, we all have our own energy, we all are our own being. So just find something to enjoy and be in enjoyment of something, of a hobby, and just carry it on. And then mindfulness comes and watch yourself change. So take care, everyone. Be happy, stay happy, and be positive, because there's nothing wrong with that. So bye, take care.